Welcome back everyone. So today's going to be a follow-up video on the how I find abandoned places, and it's just going to be a bit of do's and don'ts when exploring. So some things you should and shouldn't do when you're going out and visiting these places and filming and exploring and having fun, pretty much. Just some tips that I found are most useful and that you should probably take into consideration when exploring or adventuring or dealing with people, dealing with locations, all that kind of stuff. Like I mentioned in the previous video, don't publicly ask for locations. That would have to be number one. Don't ask or fish in these massive groups for locations, but that's an obvious. I've said that in the last one. It frustrates the hell out of people. It's just best to do your own research, look at other content creators' work. If you have to message them privately, do it privately, but it's still better to do your own research and find all the places through either close mates or by your own research. I know I found a lot of places through my own research and through friends and stuff, so you're not always able to find these locations by yourself. That's completely understandable, but just keep the publicly asking to a minimum. Number two would have to be do not vandalize. So whenever you visit these places, no matter where it is, what it is, whatever you're doing, do not vandalize. I know these places are always trashed most of the time, or most of the time they're pretty much always trashed, and other people's tags everywhere. But even though it's completely trashed, it's best to not vandalize. Leave it as you found it. Don't touch it. Just walk through, explore, adventure, have fun, film. It's what I do. A lot of you also do, but yeah, do not vandalize. Leave the place untouched, as the charges for these kind of crimes are quite heavy and they will be looking to blame all kind of damage on you if you do proceed to vandalize or tag or whatever. So keep it to a 0, and if you like the kind of graffiti that you see in these places, it's often good for photos, so a lot of people use it for their background or for photo shoots and videos and all that, which is very common. But don't add to the graffiti. If you like the graffiti for your images, best to find a place with it already there, which a lot of these places have tags and have some really cool graffiti on them, and it's definitely really appealing to look at. Best to use the graffiti that's already there and take your images in front of them if you're going to do things like that. Don't add to it, like I just mentioned. Tip 3 would have to be when you're on site, if you're looking at these places, if you're exploring, all that kind of thing, if that's your hobby, then film, have fun, but don't run from security. If there's security, stay with them, chat to them, explain what you're doing. Most of the time they'll understand, just tell you to move on, in which case you should definitely move on. Yeah, it's best to listen to these people. Just walk up to them, explain to them, look, you're not doing any harm, just trying to film, take photos, all that kind of stuff. I'm sorry, we'll leave. That's at least what I've heard is the best solution to this kind of thing. Be friendly with anyone you see there. Neighbors often tend to get very frustrated with people because they go and vandalize the places, so it's best to talk to the people that are around, explain your situation, always better. And if there's cops, if there's security, don't run. That's the best solution anyways. Once you've visited the place and you've posted content, or if you don't post content, that's fine, but if you post photos or anything and people come asking for location, try not to share it around too much, especially if someone's asked you not to, because these places are not shared often for a reason. Either they're dangerous or they're highly secured. The people that own these buildings don't want people coming in and out, which is completely understandable. A lot of these places are ready to be refurbished or renovated. Not all of them are being demolished, and don't try and make your own entrances. If there's one there, there's one there, so stay away from vandalizing. If you adventure to an abandoned place and there happens to be signs, warnings, danger signs, do not enter, private property, or that kind of thing, it's best to stay away from them, as not only are they secured, but they do not want people in and they despise trespassers, which is fair enough, depends on the owner's situation. There are certain places in particular, like a place up in Blue Mountains that we've heard of, that has a very nasty neighbor, which fair enough, if it's his property, that's understandable. He doesn't want people on it. I'm not sure his exact affiliation with that kind of place, but if he has a genuine affiliation with it and he doesn't want people on it, then you need to respect that kind of thing. And yeah, otherwise have fun, explore, go places. Easy places to explore are often just as much fun as the hard ones. We've had a lot of fun at places that are open to tourists and open to the public. For example, my last video, the Bear Island and La Perouse Bunkers, they're just open in the national park, the Headland National Park around there, so you can go walk around, have a look, drone over the headlands, all that kind of thing. If you are droning, take flight paths and areas in consideration, because a lot of these places have airports or highly used airways above them. Also, don't launch your drone if there's any aircrafts within a reasonable distance, as it's very dangerous and you could cause serious harm to some people and it's best to stay away from that kind of thing in particular. But if you are droning, definitely worth capturing a lot of these places via drone, as I know I have captured a lot of tourist places via drone and they end up looking fantastic. Example, the Blue Mountains, which I'll link above. That was a very old video though. Like I mentioned in the last video, for exploring dangerous places, which a lot of these places are heavily corroded or old or have a lot of damage, a possibility of collapsing, find a safe entrance, find a safe path, keep a safe distance from certain areas. I know there's people that will go and risk it all and climb towers, but that's their own choice. If they want to do that, that's fine. We don't do that ever. We've never participated in anything like that, so that's fine. Nothing against that. You do you, but that's just my take on it. Another tip would definitely come prepared. The last trip we went on, we had to walk a long way to get to the place we wanted to get to, and we ended up not bringing water. That was a very rookie mistake. A lot of us were very dehydrated and ended up having to rush over to the nearest Macca's and grab some water afterwards. So definitely worth coming prepared. If you're filming, bring extra camera batteries, bring all your equipment. I lug everything everywhere, carry heaps, my drone, everything. But it's worth it in the end. You get a great shot, you get some great captures, and yeah, bring food, bring water, chill out in these places, have fun, explore. Try not to take too many risks, however it is your life. But otherwise, yeah, thanks for watching, really appreciate it. If you could hit the like and subscribe button, that would always be appreciated, but thanks for watching anyway. If you want to check out any other videos of us adventuring, exploring, having fun, a new video is coming out next week, and you can check out all the older videos. The last video, La Perouse and Bear Island, was a bit more of a comedic approach than we usually do, so it was not factual, not serious, we're just having a bit of fun, laughing around, and yeah, and just joking a bit. Easy place, fun explore, and definitely a place worth checking out. The La Perouse headland is a beautiful place to walk along as well, open to the public, national park area kind of thing, and yeah, just be careful when you're exploring them, as there have been unfortunate deaths in these places. So once again, thanks for watching, keep it up.